Hey Donna, thank you for your excellent question. So I'm going to address it through a video. I think that'll be faster and easier than typing and then checking and checking. So this is unscripted, unedited. Here I am. I haven't gotten dressed yet. So I'm going to read your question and then answer it. You said, how do you keep others from bringing you down? I don't personally have anything bad or really stressful going on in my own life, but have family members who are going through things that are very difficult. I want to help and be there for them, but find myself dreading our visits because it brings me down. I try to uplift them, but I don't know if I'm really making a difference. You have a heart of gold, and you care about your family member. You want to help lift him or her. You want them to feel better. And so that's why it brings you down, because you have gone out with a goal to change how they feel. And if it doesn't seem like it's working, then you feel like you failed. So the good news is how someone else feels is their responsibility. You cannot change how somebody feels. You can't force them to feel another way. You can have influence, but ultimately it's their decision. They're going to decide to still feel disappointed or grumpy or angry or sad, and it's not your fault. It's completely in their own hands. Something that I love to teach in my classes is that the brain is where you're having your thoughts, and your brain will pick up on information and try to analyze it and decide whether it means that there's safety or danger. And then that signal of either safety or danger goes down into your body, and then you have an emotional experience. Then you have feelings or emotions, however you want to name it. So for someone else to have any sort of emotion, it comes from their own thoughts and just the overall state of their nervous system. So if they're thinking, my life is terrible, I can't believe how bad this is awful, there's no way out, this is the most terrible thing ever, their brain is saying, danger, I'm in danger, and I can't fix it, I'm stuck, I'm hopeless, everything's terrible. And they're going to have that signal go into their body and create that feeling of discouragement, gloominess, disappointment, failure, all of those feelings. The only way that they can change how they feel is by supporting their nervous system and changing their thoughts. So your family member has to then decide, is my life really that terrible? What can I do differently? Is there something I can do to make it a little bit better? Or are there things that I can celebrate and be grateful for and have joy over, even though other things are legitimately hard? It's their decision. So you're dreading it because you're taking that responsibility on yourself. And you don't have that capacity, that power to magically make someone feel a certain way. It's their brain and their nervous system creating that feeling. So then, instead of trying to fix them and fix their feelings and make them happy and, change the feelings that they're experiencing, then what you do, Donna, is you sit with them. You sit with them and you feel it with them. And you just express your love and your compassion. Breathe it in and out with them. And they will feel heard. They will feel validated. But again, it's up to them how they take that and if it does change anything for them. And you can set boundaries for yourself and say, it really brings me down. It's depressing. It's very gloomy and unpleasant to go and sit and listen to this. So you can set a boundary for yourself. And a boundary is all about what you are willing to interact with. So if you're really not willing to sit and listen to it for an hour, but you could handle it for maybe 20 minutes, then you can say, I'm going to come for 20 minutes. And then if the conversation just continues on this track of complaining and misery and gloom, just say, all right, well, my 20 minutes is up. I'm going to go home now. I'm so excited to see you again next time, but this is all I have time for. Unless you want to talk about other things, I'd love to stay longer if we can talk about other things, and just make it clear. Yeah, They're allowed to have their feelings. They're allowed to have their experience. They're allowed to say, my life sucks right now. But you have the right to say, yeah, but I'm only going to listen to it for 20 minutes. And I love you so much. But maybe we can do something different next time after that 20 minutes. Do you want to do crosswords together? Do you want to watch a show together? Do you want me to read you a funny story, or, do something else? And if they don't want to, then you're like, all right, well, my 20 minutes is up. I'll be back tomorrow. Love you so much. Boundaries are also about taking care of yourself. So you're seeing this is overwhelming for you. This is uncomfortable. It's unpleasant. And guess what? You don't have to sit there and take it. You don't have to. But because you have compassion and you want to show support, yeah, then you're willing to wade through some of the muck for a little while. Maybe 20 minutes is good. And then instead of going with the attitude of fixing, go with the attitude of listening. It is hard. And then, okay, my timer's up. I've got to go. So those are some thoughts. Take them, leave them, sift through it, whatever you want to do. But Donna, you're an amazing person. And it's because you care that it's painful and unpleasant. If you didn't care, it wouldn't bother you at all. But you do care. So thanks for your question. I hope that helps.